Okay, so now we're gonna do an in-center construction. An in-center construction is the point of concurrency where the angle bisectors of a triangle meet. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a triangle. Okay, and then we have to construct angle bisectors. So hopefully you remember how to do these two simple constructions to help you with the in-center and the circumcenter. So I'm going to start by finding the angle bisector. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my compass and I'm going to put my needle on one of the vertices. And I am going to make this a little bit smaller and I'm going to make an arc going through both sides of my angle. So I'm gonna go shrimp. So I have this right now. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep this exactly the same. Technically, I guess you could change it if you really wanted to, but I'm gonna put my needle right here at this intersection that I just created. And I'm gonna make an arc on the inside of my triangle. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same thing that I used here. I'm gonna put it right here and make an arc going this way. So that way they intersect. Now I'm gonna connect the vertex that I used originally to that intersection I just created. This is an angle bisector. I'm gonna do the same thing to another one of the angles. So this time I'll use this one over here. And I'm just gonna try to use that same and not move it around at all. Put my needle here. Make an arc going out. Move it so that way you can move it here. Make an arc so you have an intersection. So I have this and it's going to connect with the vertex I just used. So if you wanted to, once again, make that third angle bisector, you can do that. They are gonna share that same spot right here. That's called the incenter. And the difference between this one and the other one, this is clearly not going to be the same distance from each vertice to this incenter. This is definitely not the same length as over here, right? So what we're actually gonna do is we're gonna put our compass right at that incenter. And you're gonna open it up to one of the side lengths. Of your triangle. And you're actually going to construct a circle inside of your triangle. So see, I can see the bottom of my triangle and then I'm going to use that and go around. And it's actually, oh, this paper towel roll. Go all the way, all the way around. It's actually going to create a circle on the inside of my triangle. So this is the incenter. The incenter constructs a circle inside my triangle. And this is the same distance from each of my closest edges of my sides, okay? So we're gonna do that same thing, but we're gonna use a different kind of triangle. Let's do a right triangle. So try your best to make a right triangle. I don't have a protractor at my house, so I'm just gonna eyeball it and hope for the best. I guess I have this little protractor I could try to use. Here, let's just do this. Okay, mine's slightly bigger than 90, but it's okay. Okay, so once you have your attempted right triangle, we're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna construct an incenter. So the incenter is created by angle bisectors. So you're gonna pick two of your angles. I'm just gonna pick this one, and then I'll do one of the other ones. And I'm gonna construct an angle bisector of this. So I'm gonna put my needle right here at the corner. And I'm going to make one swoosh. Boop. Using that swoosh, I'm going to now put my needle here, and I'm going to make an arc somewhere out here, move it here, make an arc that intersects. This is an angle bisector. So in this case, I don't know if I can use that same. I might have to open it a little bit, but it's okay. Flip it over here. And then I'm going to connect that vertex I'm using to that angle bisector. Okay, so that's the first angle bisector, meaning these segments are congruent, bisected that angle. Now, I'm going to just use this one over here. Same thing. I may have to use that. Oh, I'll just put it. Okay. Okay, I have that. Now I'm going to move my needle here. Make an arc somewhere out in front. Move it. Put the needle here, using that same measurement, make an arc that intersects with the arc I just made. So there's my two little arcs. I'm going to connect this intersection with my angle. So these are obviously not the same as those. So I'm going to put two tick marks over here, meaning these two are congruent to each other. Where my angle bisectors cross paths creates the incenter of the triangle. This is the incenter. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my needle on top of the incenter. And I'm going to open up my needle to one of the edges. And then you can always eyeball it by moving it around, making sure that it looks like it's going to work out before you start drawing. And then I'm going to construct a circle inside of my triangle. Oh, I moved it. Oh no. Once you move it, the rest of it's going to be slightly off, but it's okay. Oh, he's so cute. So there's my circle inside of my right triangle.